Haha. Oh my god, y'all would not believe the past like fucking 30 minutes. It's really bad. And so I'm running barely on time, but not really even. So we're hanging on by the seam of our pants, if you will. Oh my god, I lost my freaking debit card because I was running around today and I couldn't find it. And so I had to like rush home because I was like, oh man, I still have a stream. And I was like so panicked. I even called a store. I never call the stores. And I was like, hey, I just went there not too long ago. By any chance, did I leave my my card there? And I didn't. So I don't know where my card is. Herobrine joined the game. Welcome, Herobrine. Oh man. But I'm getting really lucky. My my bank shipped out my card like 6 days ago and I'd forgotten about it because they were giving me an updated card because mine was all old and stuff, and they were like, that's an old card, we're gonna give you a new card. And so it came in the mail probably yesterday, but I didn't notice, and so I found it, and so there's that. I just need to activate it. So hopefully in the like 3-hour stream, 3 or 2, I think it's 2 hours, in the 2-hour stream nobody finds my card before me and uses it, because that would not be good. Oh, I finally remember what the last thing I needed to do is. Okay, I'm gonna break for a little bit. Just scoot back until she loses all tracking. Oh my god, she's still tracking? Go, they're pretty good. Jesus. Got that flexibility. I scooted all the way fucking back. Oh my god. Okay, let me just post this one thing on... Oh, okay. Post this one thing on TikTok. Because I gotta be a good streamer if I want to actually pursue it. Let's see. See, very small one. This one. Next. And then post that. There we go. Sorry, this is taking a little bit. I swear the stream will start in a little bit. Hi, my best friend. Have you seen my face review? No, I haven't. I have seen that you did reach, forget how many, 200 something subscribers. Congrats. Congrats. Really proud of you. Share, copy, open this, go there, reload, go here, put it there. There we go. There. Now I've done my part. Now I can actually set up the stuff for this stream. Oh man. I swear, if somebody finds my card before I'm able to activate the new card, I'm gonna sob. Because that would not be good. I work job. I get income. I can't. Hey Rain, welcome, welcome. Oh man, I'm stressing. I lost my debit card. Running around doing some errands before stream. Luckily, my new card came in the mail like literally just in time. But I'm worried, and so I'm setting up the stuff now because that's why, as you can see, I'm running just the tiniest bit late. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I'm goofy. I'm goofy. Okay. And then pull that back up. There it is. And then pull this back up. There we go. Okay, we will be doing art today, so yeah. Yeah, it's pretty scary, not gonna lie. Oh man, I've never lost my card. I really hope that I like lost it in the car, but I checked multiple times in the car and in my wallet and in my purse and I cannot find it. So low-key very scared, but hopefully everything sorts itself out. My new card is here, so I can I just have to set it up after stream because I'm not gonna waste stream time doing that because I'm fucking, what's it called? Unorganized, I guess. Okay, there we go. Okay, first things first, I gotta connect. There we go. Start casting. Allow. And then just keep device on. Let's go. I'm lurking with the tab muted. Okay, thank you for the thank you for the digit, Brendan. Start broadcasting, start broadcast. Okay, today's gonna be a very chill stream. I'm gonna have lo-fi playing in the background and everything. Very chill, very chill. Everything, okay. Go, just gotta open everything, and then we can go to Art Live and go, and yay, it works. Was it screen definition optimizing? That's new. Oh, damn. Oh my god, it is bugging out. Oh. Can I not grab it? Oh, I'm not even clicking on it, no wonder. Okay. I was like, wait, why can't I grab this? Say my name 3 times. Antonio, Antonio, Antonio. What, like Beetlejuice? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and get that lo-fi music going. Put this up over here. Hit play on this. And then hit pause on the other one. There we go. Hopefully the audio is okay. Let me know if it's any issue. But yes, we're continuing off as before. Finishing emotes because I have not had time. I'm working on getting those cards out in case you know what I'm talking about, which I think most of y'all do. And so yeah, those will be going out soon. I just need to finish them. Because the main thing is, like, I'm at the point where I'm like trying to get in contact with the post office. Because I just haven't had time to actually go up there. And be like, hey, I want to do this, you know, is it possible? Because I want to finish them before that, and so I just need to like get them ready and stuff. But it's like I tried calling the mail office or the post office so that I wouldn't have to, you know, go up there and for them to be like, oh this, oh that, you know, stuff that they could have told me if they just answered the phone. But they refused to answer the phone, and so I'm gonna have to actually go up there. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be amazing and totally awesome and not at all nerve-wracking. Oh man. There are just not enough hours in the day. There really aren't. Even though some days are like so long, it's always still just like hard to actually get stuff done. No, send my nickname 3 times. Oh, I don't know your nickname. What is it, Tony? That's a nickname for Antonio, right? Tony? Oh, was it Herobrine? Herobrine, Herobrine. Oh, wait. For some reason, that one actually. No, I'm not gonna say that on my. Whenever I start actually doing Minecraft content, it'll be cursed. There we go. I wonder what latency I have this stream at. I don't remember. Shouldn't be too low latency. Let's see. Am I able to edit that? Let's see. I don't think I am. Oh, at the very least it's not showing me, so who knows. But oh well. So, anyways, disregarding everything that I've brought up, the alarming things and the non-alarming things, have y'all had anything exciting going on in y'all's lives? Because I know life for me has been kind of hectic recently, and I'm learning to really stand my ground these past few weeks. And I'm really proud of myself, but still. It would be nice if life wasn't trying to challenge me every 5 weeks. Oh man. Gotta get that line right. Oh man, did y'all enjoy that? Was entertaining content. Welcome to being an artist. It's this for the next 3 hours until you end up with something amazing. But still, you spent 3 hours doing that. I think that should be fine. Then like this. There we go. The weather here has been like so hot and warm, and it's weird because it feels like, or it looks like it should be really nice outside, but then you go outside and it is so hot. Like the other day, my friend that I usually go out to lunch with, she had to go run errands, and so I was like, okay, well, you know, I got nothing to do. Let me go to the park, you know, let me make the most of the day. It's a very sunny day. And so my plan was to go to the park and sketch there, you know, just kind of like be an artiste and be free in the world, you know, enjoy the day. And so I get to the park, right? And that park is under construction. So I go to another park down the road, and that park is open and everything, but as soon as I turn off the car and roll down the windows, because like at first I turn off the car, right? And I noticed there are kids there. And here's the thing, I was really hoping that no kids would be there, despite there being like, you know, it's summertime and everything, no school and everything. I was like really hoping there would be no kids. Not because I'm like, oh, I hate kids, but I get anxiety around kids, or just I get anxiety in general around people. And so with kids, there are parents, and with parents, there are people who judge you and aren't afraid to judge you. And so I didn't end up getting out of the car, but I was like, well, you know, I'm here to enjoy the weather, so let me roll down the windows. So I rolled down the windows, and it is so hot. So then I just like roll them back up, and I turn on the AC, and I sit there in my car. And I'd gotten, okay, don't judge me, but I got a kid's meal. I got a kid's meal cheeseburger because it was good, and I don't eat big portions of food because I just fill up really fast, and I don't like wasting money on foods. Exactly. Kids are little demons. They have like no filters. They're willing to tell you, wow, that's terrible. Kids are, I mean, they're sweet sometimes, they really are, but sometimes they're just like, they're a little too much. And you know, I was like kind of feeling like I want to be alone out in nature, just kind of enjoy life, live, laugh, love type style. I didn't want a kid coming up to me, because here's the thing, kids do one of two things whenever I start talking with them. They're like, oh, you know, like very nice and they're fun, and then they like drain my energy over time, because I'm like, okay, I'm tired, and they're still like, come on, let's go do this, come on, let's go do that. Or especially when they see me draw, they're like, I can draw too, let me draw, and like I have a hard time being like, no, go away, kid, you know. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, here you go. And like, my stuff's expensive. And I know they're not gonna pay me back. They're little kids, free of the corporate capitalistic world, you know? So of course I would never ask them like, hey, you broke my thing, can you pay me back? You know? But like I don't want to crush their dreams, but please go away and leave me alone. I just want to draw. Yeah, we are all kids at heart. Some of the stuff that they find interesting, I find interesting too, and some of the like little games that I'll come up with, because I've babysat my nieces before, and like sometimes I can really vibe with them. I can really like, you know, same energy, same mood and everything, but they have so much more stamina than me nowadays. Yes, kids drawing sessions. Some of my sketchbooks that I have, like actual physical sketchbooks, they have like sketches in them from times that I would go to like family parties, and all the like little kids would be like, ooh, I want to try, and it's like, oh, please stop, go away. Let's see, kids free of taxes. They're so lucky. I'm so jealous. I draw them when they're curious to shut them up. That's big brain. Then I could practice drawing people. I've been wanting to like what's it called? Go outside, like into parks and stuff, and kind of do like caricature drawings, but instead of like actual caricatures, because I don't really like those, because they emphasize like a bunch of the details that most people like make more pretty. And you know, it's supposed to be like a very satirical, comedic form of art, but I don't know, I guess my feelings just get hurt too fast, and I'm just like, nah, I could never. So I've never gotten a character done of me. But I would want to do some kind of like anime-esque style. Like not super like, oh, I'm gonna draw you as Goku, but some as in like very stylized, sketchy. Not sketchy, but like sketch-like, I guess. Like it looks like a sketch of them. And just like a genuinely pretty drawing of them. I want to do that. But I have anxiety, and then there's so much to think about when you're just like gonna go outside and do something, because you got to think of like, okay, what time, how are you going to protect yourself from the sun, how are you going to talk to people, if you need to go to the bathroom, who's going to hold your stuff, every little thing you got to worry about. And I'm just like, oh man, I need to like really mentally prepare before I even give it an attempt. And so before that, the first step of course was to practice drawing on the fly. And what that means is like being able to draw, just like they're like, hey, draw me, and I'll be like, okay, poo 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 poo, you know. And so I did like one study, which I know isn't enough, and I've done it before kind of at work, since we deal a lot with people. We have a lot of files on people, and it has like a photo of them on in all the profiles. So I would look up like random numbers to pull up files, and then I would draw them, and they're not bad. Like, they're not bad, but the thing is, I draw on like little sticky notes. So like I want to, if I ever go out and do that, draw on like at least little like 7 by 8 inch papers, so that like I can be like, hey, you can buy it if you want, you know, support me. I need money, please. And so I want to give them like a physical product, so I need to practice drawing bigger, and I think that's where I mess up a lot, because I can do just fine drawing small, but drawing big is what kind of is hard. Let me see if I can read your... Oh, is that Teapot Bommy? Welcome back, Teapot Bommy. Very chill art stream today, just me rambling on about random stuff, having anxiety with kids, having anxiety with people, and drawing. Just random. Oh man, it's really nice that the summer's here, but like it sucks that I can't enjoy it as much, because I got a job and they don't let you go outside much. I'm lucky that I'm in the position where like they send me out to go get the mail, which is across the parking lot, and so like I still get to get like a little walk-in through the day, but like still. Side hustle, doing something you love. That's big brain. Yeah, I really want to get like more into the art industry, because one of the best things that the current job that I'm at has taught me is that I don't do well in places where I don't feel like I'm working towards anything. So like if I go, like I'm pursuing art like professionally, right? And so if I do something like work in an art school, then I feel like at least, you know, I can get connections this way, you know, it might actually lead to something. Meanwhile, if I work at like a fast food restaurant, I don't plan on going into the food industry, there's going to be a lot less of a chance of me finding any type of connections in something that I actually want to pursue. Because, you know, like, I'm not trying to be a real-time chef or a full-time chef, you know? So like I want to be in something that at least is somewhat related to what I do. And like when it's something related to at least something that I find interesting, which is usually the stuff that I want to do, I'm able to stick with it more. Like for example, one of the jobs that I had was I worked in this clay studio, and we were like teaching classes, and the pay was horrible, and the work was like a lot more than they were paying us for. So it wasn't a good job, but I did enjoy it slightly more, because like I enjoyed working with clay. I enjoyed teaching, kind of like, because we didn't really like actually teach them, we didn't teach them a skill that they could walk away with and make pieces after. We taught them how to complete the class, if that makes any sense. Like they didn't walk out with a lifelong skill, they walked out with a piece made, you know. So we couldn't explain a lot of things, because that's the problem with taking classes, and something I think people should always keep in mind that I've like learned now the hard way. If you really want to learn something, don't sign up for one class, sign up for like a school, like a long ongoing school, because things take time to learn. And anyways, I'm making Algis Kazan June 2023. What is Algis Kosaldalan? Also, Teapot Bommy, please remember it's impolite to promote yourself inside other people's stream unless explicitly given permission. So please keep that in mind. I don't like yelling at people, but it's very impolite to do in anyone's stream. But yeah, I'm curious, what is that? But whatchamacallit. So yeah, I'm able to handle like a lot more wear and tear if I'm doing something that I enjoy. But the position that I'm in, the only thing like slightly related to things I enjoy is the fact that I'm basically the IT person in the office, and I'm not really trained in IT, nor am I being paid for IT work, so it's not that fun. the majority of my work is just helping with like the other workload during my free time, and I don't like the work that they do because I don't find it interesting at all. And I feel bad because I feel like I'm making like, what is it, a mountain out of a molehill? But like I don't like it. So I'm probably gonna be on my way out, like more than likely, like 90% sure I'm gonna be on my way out by the end of this month, because it's not doing great for my mental health, and I just need to really dedicate myself to finding something that I actually want to do. And I know this is one thing, but like, you know, I need income too. We live in a capitalistic world. So you will see by by the start of next month, I'm gonna be going hard on streaming to see how far I can get, and hopefully, you know, make this a full-time gig. But I know that things like that take time. And so I'm also going to be pursuing other things like doing commissions and stuff. And so you will see that open up. I will have like ways to support me while also I'm giving you stuff in return, not just being like, hey, give me money, and you give me money and then that's the end of it. Oh man. Oh, can y'all hear my cat? He's so cute. But yeah. So that will be coming soon. I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about pursuing that and leaving the job. And that's when you know the job ain't good. That's when you know, despite like the cushy pay and the easy work, it's time to go. Man, it's just, they keep like giving me work of stuff that like I didn't sign up to do. I signed up to be an admin. And they were like, oh, you know, like, it's usually used as a stepping stool into the recruiter position. So, you know, like you have the opportunity to train into that. And at the time I didn't really understand what that was. So I was like, oh, cool, that is so neat. And now I know what that is. And I'm like, I don't want anything to do with that. And so I recently had a talk with the boss. She just kind of pulled me in and she was like, hey, you know, like, are you interested in pursuing that? And I was like, no, not at all. And she's like, yeah, I kind of figured. Aren't you scared? What if the financial stability goes away? Yes, I'm terrified, to be 100% honest with you. To be 100% real, I'm terrified of the next month. That's why I'm like still working this month, because I could have put in my 2 weeks notice like a week ago, you know, and so this would have been my last week. But I knew that I needed a little bit of money at the very least to just kind of hold off a little. And I live with my family, luckily, so it's not as much of an issue for me. I'm very lucky. But because of that, I have to contribute around the house and stuff. And so it's not necessarily just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna have free time and I can do whatever I want. No, that's why I was bringing up the like doing caricatures in the park. I need to get income going. And so I want to do streaming full time because I mean, it's a dream job. It's fun. Hello, Dead Man from American Apocalypse. But because here's the thing, and my dad always tells me this, so here's some good life advice. Take out those little journals that I haven't mentioned in any of my TikToks in like the past months or so. But my dad always tells me this, to take out two hands, right? Both my hands, and look at them. And they're usually like these, like open and spread, right? What do you have in them? I have nothing, right? And so I won't be able to, like, I won't be able to get anything if I don't try. And right now I have nothing to lose, so why not try, you know? And so that's kind of what I go off of. Like right now I don't have a career in the art field, I don't have a career in streaming, so might as well try, you know? And from what I've seen, life doesn't give you anything unless you try and ask. Like try space and ask, not trying and asking. I don't know, but basically, like, if I don't try it, I'll never know what could have been. And I remember seeing this one, like, kind of cringe, but I like watching motivational videos sometimes, and one of them was like something that people in their deathbed say a lot is never like, it's always like, oh, I could have done this, I could have been great if only I'd tried. And that kind of stuck with me for a long time now, because it's been like a good, I think like almost a good year since I saw that video. And it got me thinking, you know, like, I don't want to grow old one day and realize, oh, I never tried this. I never knew how it went because I never tried it. And I don't want to live with that kind of regret, because that feels like, just thinking about it feels so like debilitating. So I don't want to give up before I've started. So that's why I'm doing this. I wasn't sure if I would like it. I was scared to start streaming, to start making content in general, because what if I spent time on this and then it turns out that I didn't like it? I was almost scared to find out. But I was even more scared to have so much time pass by and regret not having started, you know? And so, yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't have anything now. I have technically financial stability, but I'm not happy. And if you don't live life for like happiness, and not just like entertainment, not just enjoyment, but I'm talking about genuine fulfillment, where, you know, you can zoom out of your life and think, yeah, I think I'm living a good life. If you can't do that, you're not where you're supposed to be yet. And so I got to keep pushing till I'm able to do that. And right now I'm not in that position. I'm not even close to that position, because I still am like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to try this, I want to try that. And so I need to keep pushing, you know? And it's hella hard, let me tell you. It's not easy. I can't just say like, oh, you know, you just gotta try hard and keep working, because that doesn't always bring what you want it to. I recently experienced this law of attraction. Yeah, pretty much. Recently experienced, I tried for something that I don't normally try for, and it almost went well, but then, you know, I realized a bunch of like, hey, this isn't good, hey, that's not good. So like in the end, I didn't earn anything from it, but I now know, okay, this isn't for me, as opposed to thinking, oh man, it would have been really cool if I'd tried, you know? And it's just good to try. Congrats on more watchers. Thank you, thank you. I'm trying hard, getting into that regular stream life. Positive actions reap positive rewards in your life. Don't be rude, guys. I had a rude guy call in at work today. Finally am an official office girly. Had a very not safe for work thing said to me. And it was a sales caller. They were like, can I speak to the business owner or whoever is in charge of purchasing or something like that? And I was like, is this a sales call? Because we're kind of like required by company to ask. And he was like, he paused for a second. He was like, and I'm not going to say it because it was so vulgar, but he said something and I paused for a second, almost wanting to like doubt myself, like, no way I heard that, no way people actually say that. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, could you say that again? And he was like, I said blah 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 blah, did you hear that? And he, you know, said what I thought he said, so I was like, okay, all right. And I'm pretty professional when it comes to this stuff, so I wasn't really fazed, and I could have just hung up, like it wasn't that big of a deal. But I like the stories, you know? What's the point of going through trials in life or going through anything that tests you if you can't get a good story out of it? I'm a storyteller at heart. And so I'm like, okay, sorry, you're cracking up. Could you say that one more time? And I pick up the phone, right? Because it's one of those like office phones, you know? And so it has the big old bass and like the thing that goes to your ear. And so I pick up the entire phone and I go over to my coworker whose desk is behind me. I put the phone on her desk and put it towards her ear, and so she grabs it and listens, and he says it again, and she's like, sir, no, don't, like, she was like, what is it? Don't say that, you're disgusting, don't ever call this number again. And then she's like, hang up the phone. And I was like, okay. And so I hung up, right? And I just had a smile on my face because I wasn't physically hurt. I didn't care. It didn't matter to me. I'm self-assured. I don't need anybody else's validation, you know? I know who I am, and that's what matters. But what's funny is that I get a nice story out of this. So now they know, hey, she answered the phone at one point and they said this to her and it was disgusting. And she took it like a champ, you know? Was he saying the N-word? No, he wasn't saying the N-word. He was saying that he wanted to do something to me, which was very inappropriate, very disgusting, and definitely not something you want to start a conversation anything remotely close to, what's it called, intimate or romantic at all. Trust me, it was not good. It was so bad. Oh man, it was so bad that I had to go tell the branch manager, and then we told the assistant manager. Basically everyone in the office knows now, because I had to tell them, of course. And so we saved the number, and I have it on this sticky note, and it was bad. And so yeah, there was that. Don't be rude to people, guys. If you're in sales, just understand that people are just trying to do their job, and 9 times out of 10 it's corporate policy that you have to be like, are you trying to sell me something? And if they say yes, we're not supposed to let you in. What did I walk in on? Someone harassed me at work over the phone, but it's okay, I'm fine, and it didn't really faze me, but it gave me a funny story to tell. Oh man, very crazy day to work. Very crazy day at work today. All my coworkers just kept repeating, it's only a Wednesday. Hey, best friend, be right back. Need to take a shower. Okay. Okay, have a nice shower, Antonio. But yeah, very, very crazy. I'm pretty sure if Grandmama heard what they'd said, she would have, like, FBI style tracked them down. And really give them a good talking to. Oh, man. I've heard a bunch of stories like that where they're like, oh yeah, they say this to you and they do this and they do that. And I've seen a couple, but nothing really as bad as that. And so it's really crazy. It's like super crazy. I should go to move on before I end up like saying, so this is what he said. Because I don't want to put that kind of bad vibe into the world. Let's see, what else to talk about? Oh yeah, okay, so on TikTok, right? On the Paprika account, because of course I have like a regular account that I go and like talk to my family with and stuff. Let's see. I'm on a medical field work, have to deal with those kinds of people a lot. I just want to tell. What's the male term for a Karen? Oh, I know I've heard it before, but I can't remember it. It's like, what is it? I want to say, no, I don't know. I have no idea, but I swear I've heard it before. They're like, oh yeah, every Karen needs her, like, I think it's like Chase or something, or Wyatt or something. I don't remember. Brad, maybe? No, not Brad. See, because Brads can be like open-minded, but in a douchey way, you know? Like, what's it called? Karens need to be like that they genuinely think they're in the right. Kevin's just obnoxious. I think George, or yeah, Kent is a pretty good one too. George or Kent. Nah, Ken is I don't know, Ken's like the tech guy, which can be rude, but like honestly it's like a 50-50, but definitely I think George or Kent, they're the ones who are like they're gonna think that they're so right and they're so like entitled to what they have to say, and that everybody should think exactly like them. And so I think that's like the essence of a Karen, and so I think that would be the male version. I'm so sorry to anyone who is named George or Kent, but I think you're a male Karen by default. Oh my god, Raj. Oh man. But yeah, very, what was I talking about? I changed the subject to something, but I can't remember what it was. Oh man. I'll just like talk about random stuff, I guess. Yesterday I made this like new recipe, like a 1-pot rice cooker meal recipe that I saw on TikTok, and it looked so good. The only Kevin I knew was a, whoa. They really do be like that. They're either like, I was gonna say they're either like the IT guy or the guy who is on stuff, but honestly they could be one and the same. If I'm being honest, I've worked in the IT field before and I know what I'm talking about when I say that. And not that I do any of that. I personally don't advise doing anything like that, because I don't think it's good for your health. And as an artist who buys physical art supplies, in my opinion, it's a waste of money, because you need money for art supplies, don't you? So yeah, in my opinion, it's not the best thing to spend time and money on, but I am no boss of yours, so there's that. But just know that I don't support unregulated drug usage and things of that nature. Yep. But the TikTok recipe, I made it, and it's a rice cooker. It's supposed to cook rice by itself, and I've done it before. Now, albeit I think I overcooked it a little or something happened to where the rice was stickier than it should have been. And I'm not sure if it was really supposed to be that way, because it's not the normal rice that I'm used to. I'm used to like jasmine rice and stuff, like cooked with a bunch of different seasonings to give it almost like a tomato-y flavor, and like, you know, Mexican rice and stuff. But I've been trying a lot more Asian style cuisine. So people say whiffing paint is addicting. Yeah, I've heard that before. And like, I don't know how, because like freshly painted rooms I think smell nice, but not enough for me to be like, oh, I gotta go sniff, snaff, you know? And then spray paints I've used before, they smell sweet, but not sweet as in a like, oh my god, this is such a good smell kind of way. They just smell sweet in a kind of almost nauseating way. Let's see. Everyone in his family either did drugs or seldom. Food streams soon? Yeah, I don't want to see the atrocity that is me cooking, man. Like, I know VTubers have a reputation for being bad at cooking, but, well, okay, no, I've seen some, like, pretty horrid things in the VTuber community in terms of cooking, but I just don't know how to cook. At the very least, I have a dad who, like, works in the food industry, so I've gotten like some advice here and there, and so I kind of know what I'm doing, but not enough to actually cook myself a meal, just enough to like replicate a meal. Like, one meal that I could make off the top of my head would be refried beans and quesadillas, and specifically fried in oil and stuff, and like that shit's max, bro. But it's an easy recipe, because when I say that, you're like, oh my god, you know, you can make meals, but like the beans are refried and packaged, so all you got to do is put them on the stove with like a little bit of water and stir, and then they're ready to go. And then for the actual quesadilla, you just got to get a pan with some oil in it, and then you just put like a corn tortilla in there, cut yourself like a little slice that'll fit inside the tortilla of mozzarella cheese, and then stick it in there, and then kind of splash a little bit of the hot oil on it, and then fold it over and leave it like that for a little, and then flip it the other side, and then you're done. Like, you just let the cheese melt, and that's it. And there, you've got your meal of refried beans and quesadillas, you know? It's not impressive. But one thing that I can do that's kind of impressive, just barely, okay? But it's impressive to me because I didn't used to be able to do this before. I can perfectly boil an egg. And I'm so proud of that, okay? Because my dad's a chef, right? Or not really like a chef, but like... Well, no, like technically a chef, right? Because like he's designed menus before for this restaurant that he works at. So, I mean, like basically a chef, right? And so he's taught me before, but I didn't really understand. He was like, oh, you know, this time or that time, it just depends on how. And so it got really confusing for me. And so I was watching a video on how to make tamago sandwiches, which are just like, what is it? Boiled egg with huey pie mayo and a bit of other seasonings in like, I think it's pushman bread or something. I forget what it's called, but it's just basically like fluffy Japanese bread, right? And those sandwiches smack, okay? But from one of the videos, they were like, oh, here's what you want to do to cook eggs, or to boil the eggs, because I use hard-boiled eggs. And so I can perfectly cook it. And so one day I was cooking it, and my dad was home right as the eggs were finishing, and I was like telling one of my siblings to like dunk the eggs in the ice water, and he was like, you know, you don't actually need to do that. And I was like, no, you have to. It like changes, like it stops it from cooking further. And he was like, okay, well, we're gonna open up one of your eggs and see if it actually comes out good, right? Because, or he was like, who taught you that? And I was like, oh, the video that I'm watching. He was like, okay, well, let's see how good the video is. And I was scared. I hadn't even had the opportunity to check if the eggs came out good. So I was like, please don't be raw in the middle or anything, or still raw. Because there was one time where I was trying to cook the eggs and I was using a different set of instructions. And I kept opening the eggs and they were raw. They were still not cooked. Now I'm curious. You can cook more than me. All I can cook is a hamburger and mashed potatoes. See, like, I think I could get by with boxed mashed potatoes, but like cooking from scratch mashed potatoes, no clue. Not a clue. I'm assuming you just like boil the potatoes and then once they're soft, you just like, well, of course, like peel them before you boil them and then mash them, I would assume. I think like butter goes in there, but I'm not sure how much. But if it's boxed, then I think I can do it. But hamburger, I know how to make a very plain one, and that's just because of another TikTok that I saw. But anyways, he opens the egg, and it's perfect. Like, literally perfect. The like, outside is cooked just right. And then the inside is perfectly yellow and fluffy, and it's not at all gray. And the thing is, sometimes he boils eggs, and they come out gray around the yellow part. And so what that means is that you overcooked it for, like, just a little too much. And I was so proud of myself, and he was like, okay, you win. And I was like, let's go. It's like the small win that I have, because I'm not a cook, but the fact that I was able to do that. It feels like more men nowadays cook more. Yeah, it's good. It's good because when you don't know how to cook and you're like in a house with a pantry full of ingredients and you don't know what to do with them, it makes the ingredients useless. Let's see. On World War III, we men will be the ones stuck at home. Oh my god, I'm back. My Wi-Fi committed self-die. Oh my god, welcome back, Darren. Oh man, you just missed a small rant on food and boiled eggs, so nothing much. I forgot I could move the whole tablet. I was like, oh man, I can't move it because then they won't be able to see. My recipe is from my grandma on the mashed potatoes. Is milk, butter, and potato. Ooh, we're gonna have to drop that in the chat. I want to make me some mashed potatoes. You know, I wasn't ever, and specifically that with like these bread rolls that they would serve, and I don't know what was different about them, but they were so good, and the mashed potatoes were like seasoned really, really good, and like I would eat that shit. Bro, I'm kind of a picky eater because like the textures and stuff, I can't do all of them. Not receiving enough video. Ooh, it might buffer a little bit. Sorry guys. I don't know what's going on. The Wi-Fi just dipped a little. Oh man, please don't die, stream. No, stream status poor. That is no bueno. Oh, I can change. Oh, I can look at the stream latency. Ah, that's why. Oh man. Okay, anyways. Anyways. What was I talking about? I don't remember at all what I was talking about. Let's see. I once burnt boiled egg. How did you burn boiled eggs? Oh yeah, I forgot salt and pepper. Ah, I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Otherwise, I think they would be like pretty sweet. Oh, the mashed potatoes. That's cool. Yeah, they were really good. I'm a texture eater. I don't like applesauce because like the texture is really nasty. And if a chocolate, like a chocolate bar or something like a Three Musketeers or a Milky Way, if it's melted too much, I don't want to eat it because it's like too soft and there's nothing to really bite. And so I'm kind of a picky eater in terms of texture and stuff. There was one time that I ate caldo de res, if I'm not mistaken, which is basically like this kind of soup broth kind of thing. And it's specifically like beef, right? And so it had cow tongue in there. And my mom had told me, but I didn't know, like I hadn't tasted it yet, and I still am, but at that moment I had like just begun the era of I'm gonna try everything that I can to figure out what I like, what I don't like. You know, I was adventurous. And so I was like, yeah, I'll eat it. It'll be fine. And I ate it. And let me tell you, man, the texture, wait, it was either cow tongue or cow stomach, I forget. But the texture is like on one side, it's super smooth. And then on the other side, it's like not bumpy to where like you can feel all the bumps, but bumpy as in like your tongue, how it's just like a bunch of little things very, very close together that it feels like one thing, but you could feel it, like you could feel the little things on the thing because it was in your mouth and like, you know, with the broth and stuff, so it was like very loose. And let me tell you, I had to keep turning it to where like the flat part was on my tongue, because if I ate it with like all the little things on my tongue, I would want to gag. Oh man. Welcome back, Antonio. I read that once a person gets hungry enough, no matter how picky they used to be, they will eat anything. Cow something. Yeah, it was cow something. And Rain, you are absolutely right, because let me tell you, the amount of stuff that I've eaten that, like, normally I don't eat or normally I, like, cannot handle, but when I'm hungry enough, my mouth is open. Oh man. A melted Milky Way bar is just bar-shaped goo. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much, because it's just like caramel and chocolate. Like, there's nothing crunchy or anything in there, so it's just bar soup. It's just soup bar. Don't think I like your discretion. Probably description. Never trying that. Yeah. Yeah. Just go in mentally prepared if you ever try it. It was really good. It tasted really good. But the texture, like, if you're a texture eater, don't do it. Don't do it. Same thing with like those salmon sushis. I went to try sushi one time with my friend, and I like California rolls, as basic as that is, because they like taste good. But the salmon sushi, I'm not a big fan of salmon, I found out, and like the texture just feels like a clump of hair on my tongue. Have you ever ate lamb meat? I haven't, but I've seen it a lot in like Gordon Ramsay shows. I love Gordon Ramsay shows. I don't know, it's just the reality TV. It's fun and entertaining, and so I've seen it a lot, and it looks good, but I heard it's like very, how to say it, it's like very unique in taste or something, like you can taste it a lot. Let's see. Yes. Ever watched that TikTok where the guy eats a lamb head? No, and I don't want to. Weirdly appetizing. Ew! No! Lamb head? No, I could never. I can't. I was gonna say, I could never eat something if I can, like, see that it's actually an animal. But that's not true. I've eaten a fish. Not raw. I didn't just grab a fish and, like, no. I ate grilled fish, which is just, like, fish, but they, like, cut it in half down like the long ways, and then they open it up so it's like you're looking at the inside of it, and it was really good. It was really good, not gonna lie. Grilled fish is where it's at, guys. Grilled fish is where it's at. It was cooked low. Well, I sure hope it was. I sure hope he wasn't eating a raw lamb head. When I ate, it was very dry and almost naturally spicy. Huh, what did I miss? A bunch of talk about food and different types of meat. Lamb meat, fish, and I think there was something else, but I can't remember what it was. Oh man. Yeah, no, food can be really crazy. It's crazy, like, the amount of stuff that people have cooked and eaten. I feel bad when I watch pigs get butchered. Yeah, I can't sit through videos like that, but I love me Chicharron. Yes. Yes, dude. It smacks, but oh my god, knowing like what some of the poor animals have to go through in order for us to get food, like it's tough. It's really tough. But I wouldn't be able to get by on like a purely vegetarian or purely vegan what's it called, diet, because I'm a picky eater. And I really like chicken. Oh man. I wonder, what are those chicharrones made out of? The ones that are like pinwheels and stuff? Or like, well yeah, mainly the pinwheels, or the just like circles, or the ones that are like little rectangles and stuff. Are those still like the pig skin? Or is that different? Because I know they look different. They're visually different from the other ones too, but I'm not sure if they're actually made differently. I would assume they are, because they look more like uncooked pasta than actual pig skin and stuff. Pig skin. They're still pig skin? Really? Oh damn. I assumed they weren't. At Rain, I live next to a pig farm. One time I was there and there was a pile of dead. Oh man, don't say that. That's gross. Oh no, that is. Ugh. I feel so bad. I feel so bad, but like, I don't know, man. That stuff is complicated. I think, I don't know. I don't know what I think. Now you made me think of baby back ribs. No. gosh. Oh man. It's crazy hearing like some of my friends talk about like whenever they'd go to visit their family on their ranches and stuff, and they're like, yeah, you know, I saw this chicken and it was really like goofy and it was kind of getting into trouble, and we had chicken tacos that day. Like, oh jeez, just that fast? Just like, okay, that's it. Your lunch now. Oh my gosh, it's insane. It's kind of sad, but like, I get it. Did I tell you I have an update in Minecraft? T2 is 1.20. Oh nice, did it come out already? The update with the camels? I haven't been keeping up with Minecraft that much. Oh wait, I actually like that curve. I wish I could go back. Da, da, da. There we go. But yeah, it's sad what animals go through to get to our plates, but also they do be tasting good, so like, thank you for your sacrifice. Oh man, I know it's a lot more complicated than that, and I do believe there are some like better ways that we can use to get said animal to our table, but I am not at all qualified to speak on that. What happens is the mama pig steps on them or sits down on them, and you could imagine 500+ pound pig. Yeah, I have heard that, where like the animal squishes the babies, not like super intentionally, it just kind of happens. That's sad. That's sad. I don't know what to say about that. Like like it is what it is, I guess, but it's still sad. Oh man. Yeah, it's rough. But I suppose that's life. We come and we go, just as life pleases. I feel like I was gonna talk about something else, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was about food. Oh, you know what? Whenever I was talking about the chicharrones, it made me think of buñuelos. Buñuelos? Ugh, I have trouble saying it. They say pigs are one of the smartest creatures, though. Sad. Yeah, I guess they're just not, like, they're not used to big bodies. I wonder if they're, like, made... like, I wonder if biologically they're able to actually handle how big they get, because then that would explain like how they have mobility issues and stuff. They sure taste good though. They do. I'm sad to say it, but it's true. They do. Oh my gosh. But buñuelos, right? I don't know what the direct translation of that is, but basically what it is they take this flour tortilla, if I'm not mistaken it's flour tortilla, and they fry it, and then they add cinnamon and sugar on top, so it's like a sweet tostada. And that, mwah, pure delicacy. I haven't had one in years because my grandma used to make them, but then my grandma stopped making them, and she made them so long ago, like so whenever I was smaller, that I almost convinced myself that it was just a fever dream and those had never existed. But I had to like ask around in my family, and they were like, oh, those are called buñuelos, silly. We just don't make them anymore. And I was like, but why? They're so good. And she's like, well, I don't know, we just don't make them anymore. You were saying something about chicken tacos. Oh, yeah. Don't think I've ever eaten pig before. You haven't? That's... I don't know, that's nice of you. I don't know if it's a religious reason or just haven't, but first thing at eating, let's see, if there was a dish that I had to recommend where you're gonna eat pork, highly recommend pork tamales. Hands down the best tamales. I will fist fight someone on that. They are so good. So I don't know, maybe it's a little based, but without fail, pork tamales are literally goated. Goated with the sauce, if you will. Oh man, especially like some of the like weird places that you find them, like random random parking lots and stuff, where they're just like selling them for the holidays and stuff. Sometimes they just like go really hard for no reason. Like, damn, I picked up this dozen at a Walmart parking lot and this is the best tamale I've ever had, and this salsa goes hard. Oh man, it is fun. Just haven't tried it before. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. It is definitely worth a shot. Lechon. Oh, I don't know what that is. Now I want to look it up. Let's see. Lechon. 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 Suckling pig. Oh my god, it's like the pictures. Like those. Oh my god. I almost burped. Or not really burp. I don't know what it was. It's that like one thing that you get where it's like all the air just kind of compresses in the middle of your chest and then it just like goes away. It's almost like a hiccup, but it's not. I don't know, it's weird. But lechon is that like image of like a grilled pig with the apple in its mouth. Oh my god, I've never had that, but like low-key it looks good. I don't know, it looks like it would smack. So there's that, I guess. Oh my gosh. Let's see, what else? What are some good, like, holiday foods that you always get? Like, tell me the holiday and then the food, because I'm curious. Because me personally, the first thing I think of is really silly because, like, we don't really make them, we buy them, but it's always around the same time of year. And this is only within my immediate family. This isn't like a family-wide thing. This is literally just like me, my mom, and my siblings. Like what we always get is around Easter time, we get these chocolate-covered marshmallow eggs because they sell them at Walmart. And it's like literally like an egg-shaped thing. And it's like halved and the inside is filled with marshmallow. And it is so good. Like, oh my god, it's delectable. It's delicious. It's scrumdiddlyumptious even. Oh my god, and we always get them around Easter because that's the time that they like sell them. So it'll be funny because usually my mom will like come home and she'll be like, guess what I got at the store? And she pulls them out and we're like, yay, the marshmallow eggs! And usually she also brings a pack of Peeps, but maybe this is a bad opinion. I'm okay if people just say it's a bad opinion, but I don't like Peeps. Peeps are nasty to me. They're too sweet and they have this like weird industrial flavor and it's really gross and I don't like Peeps at all. What about this? Have any of y'all ate possum? White Farms. Have you eaten possum? White Farms? Have you eaten possum? I'm scared about the answer. I'm so scared, but I gotta know. Crocodile. Rain, you eaten crocodile? Oh my gosh. To answer your question, the White Farm, I have not eaten possum, but I am hanging off your very words. Have you eaten possum, White Farms? I have to know. The stream cannot continue until I know, has White Farms eaten possum before? And I've not eaten crocodile, but what does it taste like? Is it like chicken or is it like pork? I've heard that it's greasy, also no. Okay, everyone, please know, White Farms has not eaten possum before. Oh my god, if anyone in the chat has eaten possum, please let me know. I have questions. I have so many questions. Oh man. My dad's eaten, I don't know if iguana. He calls them iguanas, but from my understanding, they're just like big lizards, native to like his hometown. So I don't know if they're actually iguanas and stuff. My dad and both of my grandparents have though. I felt that. I think the weirdest thing I've eaten is crickets. And it was because we went to like the Natural Science Museum by where I live, like in the city. And they literally just had a vending machine full of like little boxes, and they were full of like bugs and like flavored or whatever, and we got the like cheddar bacon crickets, and we ate them, and they weren't bad. I mean, they tasted like what you would imagine a dry cricket would, with like cheese flavoring on it. Like, it wasn't the best thing ever, and it definitely, like, you could feel like wings or little parts of the exoskeleton in your mouth, but it tasted all right. Like, it wasn't anything to die for. It was like an okay chip. Like, they were too small to get like a lot of flavor. The good thing is they didn't have like guts or whatever inside, so it wasn't like squishy and slimy or anything. It was just flavored crickets. Oh man. Let's see. Crocs taste like chicken. Yeah, I thought so. I don't know why. But like I just feel like they would taste like chicken. Like their meat would be like white when cooked and it pulls apart or something. I don't know. I don't know why my brain was immediately like, yeah, no, they have to taste like chicken. There's no possible way that they taste closer to beef and stuff. I don't know why. Oh man. And I don't know why it reminded me all of a sudden, but I remember at the zoo that I used to go to often, they had this white crocodile, and it was there for like a majority of my childhood. It was crazy. And then it died at some point, and I don't know, it feels like a changing in the times. It felt like things had really changed whenever I found out it died, because it was something that I had always remembered being there, you know? And so hearing that it had passed away was like, oh my god, I'll never get to see the crocodile. And the thing is, like, I had no emotional connection to the crocodile. I hadn't even seen it move. It could have been dead the entire time for all I knew. I really don't know anything about that crocodile other than it was white, or like it was albino. I guess I should have said that from the beginning. It was an albino crocodile. And it didn't move much, like, at all, so honestly you could have convinced me that it had been dead the entire time and I would have been like, well, that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it died and I'm like, oh no. No, things are changing, life is changing, no. Sometimes towards the end of this year I'm going to Louisiana. I might try some food there. Nice. If you still come to my streams by then, let me know some of the new foods you've tried and stuff. Let me know if you've given possum a try, given frogs a try. Has anyone tried frogs? I know that's like a popular thing that people try that's like kind of crazy, but like also kind of popular. Crocs can live up to 70 years. That is crazy. I wonder how old that alligator was. I never bothered to like really look into it. I heard that it just like died of old age or whatever. Like in the zoo news or whatever, they were like, yeah, you know, they finally passed away and so we got a new crocodile. And I'm like, damn, my homie the albino crocodile passed away. Let's see, haven't tried frog. Yeah, me neither. I heard that one also tastes like chicken, right? Is chicken just like a very common meat? Does everything, well, of course not everything, but watch videos of people eating them. I haven't. I think I've seen them in like animated shows before, but I've never seen like any people actually eat them. I'm sure that if like I really remembered everything that I've ever watched, I probably saw like a TV show where I don't know why I said it that way. TV show where they watched them. Yeah, it does look like, because they get usually the crispy skin or whatever, and like it looks good. Because I like fried chicken whenever it has like the crisp skin. I like the crisp skin. I'm one of those people that eat the crisp skin first and then I eat the chicken. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of fried chicken. I feel like chicken itself, if not like made properly, it's too dry. And so I'm not a huge fan of chicken all the way, but it is one of my go-to meats because it's usually good. Especially in like broths and stuff, because then it makes up for like how dry it can be. I've heard frog tastes like chicken too. Yeah, see, I thought so. Like, I've heard it a lot where they're like, yeah, it tastes like chicken. But sometimes they move. They do? Wait, me and my mom and my sister, we make Timaeus. What's that? Let me see, I'm gonna look it up. The handy dandy Google tab. Let's see. Tim A-E-U-S, Timaeus. Is that a food? Maybe maybe I'm misunderstanding. No, I'm only getting Timaeus the play by Plato. What is the purpose of Timaeus? The Timaeus is an account of the creation of the natural world. It includes... And the natural world includes us. That is cosmogony. Cosmogonies can be mythic, religious, examples are like Genesis or the Rational Scientific, the Big Bang. Huh. I don't know what that means, but you had me convinced for a second that it was food. So that was your intention. Well done. People usually cook frogs fresh, so sometimes when they're seasoning them, they still twitch. Oh my god. That's crazy. Could you imagine, like, you're trying to eat something and it moves? Ugh. Ugh. No, I don't think I'd be able to finish eating. I'd lose my appetite. How many people in the chat lose their appetite when they have, like, a big emotion? Like, after or before eating? Like, for example, if you're, like, cooking a meal and you get really, really mad, then, like, you just don't want to eat by the time you're done. Or if you're eating and then you get really, really sad, you don't want to finish the plate. Because I get that a lot, and I don't, like, I'm pretty sure that's a very common thing, because I've seen it happen to, like, people in my family before. But I just want to know if it's restricted to my family or people in general. Muscle spasms. Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. Kind of like those science projects where they hook up wires and stuff and they give electronic shocks to activate like the muscles and stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. And I know that's used a lot in like tropes of movies where it's like, we're reanimating the not living. And then they just like, yeah, because you know, you send you send what is it, electricity inside of a frog and it moves. So if we put if we put an iPhone charger in this guy who is no longer with us, he'll come back. Oh my god. Came to say hi, still at work, so can't talk. Okay, hi Hottie Thotty. Thank you for coming in. Hope you have a good day at work. One way to do a diet, I guess. Yeah, but I'd assume it's not very good for your mental health to constantly be having big emotions. And it definitely can't be good for your physical health because, like, we need food to survive. As much as I forget to eat and stuff, I feel the effects of that on a daily basis. So I know that I would not be able to survive without food. Oh man, so definitely not the way to go in terms of a diet. There. Yeah, there goes. Go ahead and clip that off. There we go. I don't know why, and this is 100% out of pocket, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I thought of Stitch for some reason because I still have the tab pulled up for suckling pig, or what's it called, lechon. And I thought of Stitch, like from Lilo and Stitch, and I do not endorse eating Stitch, but for a split second, I wondered what meat he would taste like if eaten, and I do not condone that. I don't know why. That's just like the path that my head went down, and I don't want to complete that thought because I don't know. But I want to say I think it would taste like chicken. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh man. I feel like the default to anything, any like meat, any new meat, is just gonna taste like chicken. Oh man. You know, I have a hard time distinguishing pork and beef because in my opinion it kind of looks the same, but that's just in color. Like by the cuts and stuff, it's totally different, but they can look very similar, so I never know. I'm getting slightly better at guessing the differences, but like I'm still kind of bad at it. I'm thinking dark meat. Also, yeah, I thought of chicken too. What about this? Have any of y'all ate Hunt Brothers before? Hunt Brothers pizza. No, I have. Wait, Hunt. That's not the same as Pizza Hut, right? Is it? Hunt Brothers pizza. I don't know why. Like I'm thinking that's like Pizza Hut, Hunt Brothers. Oh my god, I've seen that logo before. I've never had it, but I've seen the logo before. Hunt Brothers Pizza is an American pizza restaurant chain. It was founded in 1991 in Nashville, Tennessee. The store's locations are primarily within convenience stores. Huh. I've never had that pizza. Is it good? Should I put it on the list of things to try? Oh man. I love yawning while I'm talking. My voice gets into such a deep, what is it, falsetto? Oh man. There we go, there we go. I went into like 3 stores today to try and find a gift for my friend because her birthday's coming up by Friday, and I was like, I should probably go ahead and get started on finding her a gift. So I had an idea on what to get her, but now I'm not so sure because she's like, how to say it? I was gonna get her a plush toy because you can't go wrong with plush toys in my opinion. That's like a great first gift. But then I'm like, wait, she's like older than me. Is that really an appropriate gift? It's a gas station truck stop pizza. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Convenience stores and stuff. I've never had that. What I've had is Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Little Caesars, and Papa John's. I've tried all those. Little Caesars I've had more often, and it's not bad. It's never consistently good, but it's never consistently bad, so it's like a pretty decent pizza. Probably 8 out of 10. Might have to give it a shot. Papa John's, I don't remember anything about it. The only thing I remember is that they got a tray of brownies with it when they ordered it, and not everyone was eating the brownies, and I was gobbling the brownies, and I tried not to make it look too obvious, but the teacher who was sat next to like the desserts table saw it, and at one point made the comment, he's like, "You're the only one really going for those brownies, huh?" And I'm like, ha 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 ha. Oh man, just greasy. Yeah, a lot of pizzas are greasy. It can get really bad sometimes. The school pizzas, though, I feel like they were always the greasiest, and I'm not sure why. Because, like, fast food pizzas aren't, I was gonna say aren't that greasy, but that's not true. It's just like, I refuse to perceive the grease. Nah, it's just not very noticeable. I just have to say, your art looks amazing. Oh my gosh, I love your stream setup too. It's very aesthetic. Thank you, thank you. I was worried that it like looks too plain and stuff and too unprofessional, but I feel like it fits my vibe. Not like the unprofessional and stuff. I want to look professional and, you know, very like, ooh, the nice and relaxed and knows what they're doing streamer and stuff, but it looks clean in my opinion. So yeah. Tamales. Tamales. Delicious. What's your favorite type of tamales? Mine's pork, hands down. But chicken is a close second. And rajas, it's not good, it's not bad. It like, I get kind of picky sometimes and I pick out the vegetables, and sometimes I like gobble that stuff down. If you've never had tamales, just say pork, because they're definitely gonna be your favorite. You know, there's a weird superstition about pork, like eating pork in general, that I heard about because at one point my mom told me, and she was like, oh man, I hope I didn't get mad, or like, oh man, don't make me mad, or something like that, because if you eat pork while you're mad, then it hurts your stomach or something like that. And I was like, wait, are you serious? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, what? And I've never had that happen to me where I've noticed it, but there have been times where like I ate pork and then my stomach hurt later on in the day, and I didn't necessarily get mad or like have any big emotion or anything, or like if I did, it was not what I'd consider big. And so I was like, I'm not sure if this is superstition like actually being true, or if this is placebo, because she told me like, hey, you know, it does that to you, so who knows. Oh man, but let me know if y'all have ever had that, like where you got mad eating pork something and then your stomach hurts, because like, I'm curious. I don't know how to test it, because I like, what would I do? Go eat like a buttload of pork and then get mad, but then like my stomach would just hurt because I ate a bunch of pork. So I don't know how to test it. I don't know what would be a good way to test it, but I want to know. Does it actually hurt your stomach? It'd be cool if like I had contact with like actual doctors and stuff and could be like, hey, I heard this, is that true? And then I could get some like professional medical advice and stuff. And they'd be like, no, you're just being silly goofy, those are superstitions. Or yeah, that's true, actually, it has an enzyme in that whenever it reacts to this hormone that your body secretes whenever you tend to have emotions like this or that, then it like mixes and it creates cramps and stuff, or like muscle tension or something, you know. I imagine that's how it would be if they like explained it and they were like, yeah, no, it's totally true. Oh man, what do y'all think? Is that just superstition? Superstition. Oh man. I think that's one of my biggest follies that I don't like too much. That I struggle to pronounce things sometimes, and it's not even just in Spanish. I feel like especially recently I've been having a harder time enunciating better. But I will say my enunciation has to be somewhat decent because whenever I make videos and I put them into TikTok and have the like automatic what's it called? The automatic auto caption thing, like it's almost always 90% accurate. Now given the videos aren't that long, but still, it's 90% accurate. So like that's pretty good in my opinion. I think eating anything after being mad would make your stomach upset since negative emotions can hurt your stomach. Oh, for real? Huh. I did not know that. That would explain a lot though, because sometimes I will get mad and then like afterwards I'm like, my stomach hurts. And I was like, but I didn't even eat pork. So I guess that would make a lot more sense that it just hurts after you get mad and have eaten. I wonder why though. Do you think it's maybe, and this is purely a theory, I'm by no means like a scientist or at all academically inclined into any type of field like that, but do you think maybe it could be because like whenever you get mad your stomach prepares, or like your body prepares for like a fight or something, and so it's like trying to, I don't know, maybe like toughen the stomach or something, or like, I don't know, maybe tightening the muscles to be better equipped to handle stuff, and because the food's still processing it's just like no bueno because you can't rush that. I wonder. Who knows? Oh man, there's just so much to think about, so many things to think. Oh man. Oh yeah, so I don't know if y'all saw that video yesterday, right, but the one with Kai Dreams and stuff. I wish I could show y'all the outtakes of that, because let me tell you, the amount of takes that it took, and it didn't take that many to get the take that I finally put in, but the beginning ones that I put in, or not put in, but like the beginning ones that I recorded, you know, I have to edit the videos, so I have to listen to all of them, and oh my god, they're so bad. I didn't notice like this thing that I do whenever I don't know lyrics to a song, but I know like the beat of it. I'll kind of like move, or not really move my tongue, but like I'll kind of try and like say things close to it on beat, but because I'm trying to like catch up with the lyrics and trying to remember too, it just ends up kind of like like it's so bad. I didn't notice that's how I sounded till I recorded it, and oh my god, it is so funny. You know what I would like to do one day is like open up a Patreon and then like post all the outtakes and stuff, or like the cut content from a lot of the videos that I make, because some of the stuff I say is like hilarious, but I can't fit it into like little 1-minute videos, or I try and keep them really short because I know like we all have short attention spans, and it also makes it easier for me in editing. And so like it would be so funny if y'all heard some of this stuff. Sometimes I'm like singing random songs, and sometimes I'm like trying to to get one part of a song right. Like that one I literally recorded in one go. And I just kept like playing the same spot over and over until I was like content with it. And then I listened to it and I was like, it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Oh man, the screen's being weird and I can't move. There it goes. Nope. Dang it. Why is it? It does that sometimes, and I think that's because of the screen protector that I have on it. I think it's called Paperlight. Not sponsored, but I would love to be. And it's like, it's basically just this screen protector for your iPad, but it gives it like this rough texture. And so it feels like you're drawing on paper more. So it's made for like traditional artists who are doing digital art, so that they get the same feeling, because it's a totally different feeling on like a regular iPad screen. I'll be right back, just a sec, gotta close the gates. Okay. Good luck, I guess? I don't really know. Oh man. Give me 1 second, gotta hydrate. Hydrate or dihydrate. Gotta drink the, what is it, fish air. That is good stuff. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe I'm getting older, but I've started to come around to like lukewarm water. Or not lukewarm water. That's definitely not the right word, but I'm talking about like room temperature water. Because like a year ago, I was purely, if it's not cold, if it's not, I take it out of the fridge and then it starts condensating around the bottle. I don't want it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want anything to do with that, you know? And I still love cold water. But it hurts my throat, kind of. Like, not a lot, but it does, like, it's a little too cold for me now. And so I have to get like the room temperature water. And I'm not talking about like you left it in the car and it was like a really cloudy day, so it's not that hot, but it's still like kind of warm. I don't like that water. I'll drink it if I'm really thirsty, but I don't like that water. I'm talking about the you left it in an air-conditioned environment and it's not super cold. It's not like condensating. It doesn't fog up when you take it outside, but it is like just kind of cold in your hand. That type of water. That type of water is good. Here's some water sounds for y'all. I don't know if it catches it. I can't see. I can't see my mic, but if I talk during it, then it'll hear it in the background. Oh god. I like poke tamales. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, do you mean pork? Let's see. Let's try it. Because I know poke is like a type of food. Okay, poke is a Hawaiian dish. Poke tamales. Tamales. Is that poke tamal? Oh, are they actually a thing? Oh my god. They're actually... No, they're not. It's like, did you mean pork tamales? But yes. Join the pork brotherhood. It's delicious. It's great. It's literally the best ones. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. Let me go on a new layer so that it's easier to erase this, because I'm just gonna kind of go a little messy here. Do that, and then do that, but actually make it even. Yeah, that's good. Then like that. Let's see. What type of unique foods have y'all had that, like, let's say you're playing Never Have I Ever. Well, that's a bad example to use because I've never played Never Have I Ever. So I'm not really sure how that game works. But imagine you're trying to ask a question where you're sure no one else has done it. And then let's see that, because I think if I had to point out a food that I don't think I'm a tamale virgin. What? Never tried. Oh, okay. Okay, I wasn't too sure what that meant. Oh my god, but I highly recommend, like, around the Christmas time, if you have a nice, like, little, what's it called? Southern American community around you, look into, you know, who's selling tamales, especially, okay, the best times to find them is around the holidays, so like around New Year's, around Christmas. Those are the absolute best times to find them. Occasionally you'll have like some other random days and stuff, but definitely around the holidays, around Christmas, New Year's, so end of the year, that's whenever they start selling like a lot more often. And usually you have to order them, like they sell them by like the dozen or half dozen. Those are always so good because they're like local families making them. And it's so sad. My family got to a point where they're like, oh, we don't want to make them anymore because they take too long. It's like, but no, our tradition, no. I've had a lollipop with a scorpion in it. How is it? I've seen those a lot. Like, I was gonna say a place, but I probably shouldn't say the place. But basically at this one gift shop in a place that is like known for kind of desert area, but not really, because it's not like Las Vegas or like, what is it, Nevada? Is that a state? That's a state, right? I don't know. But that one state where it's like all desert, it's not that, but it is like a pretty dry state. And specifically that city, I don't know, it just gives off very like desert vibes. And so I saw them at like gift shops there at little truck stops, and like on the one hand, it looks good, but on the other hand, what happens when you get into like the middle of it? You know? I just don't know what that would be like. Texas. Mayhaps, mayhaps not. Who knows? Oh man. But yeah, it's did you ever get to the middle of it? Did you eat the scorpion? Did you finish the lollipop? That's what I'm curious about. Oh man. I'm trying to get that line. And that'll be fine. There we go. I think we went to the same place. The scorpion lollipop tasted nice, but it was very weird. Lol. Yep, definitely Texas. I don't know, you know, it could have been, what's that one state? It could have been New Mexico. They have like a, I don't know what's in New Mexico. I have no idea what's in New Mexico. What else? But what other dry states are there? Well, firstly, I need to look up a US map because guess who transferred into a school right at the end of the lesson where they learned all 50 states? And so I was there for the test, but not the actual lesson. So I never learned all 50 states. States. Map. There we go. No, I gave it to my dad because I was scared of it. What if you get stung by the stinger of the lollipop? That's true! God, so many problems with that lollipop, I swear. Let's see, what's that one? Oh, it is Nevada. Yeah, Nevada is the one with like all deserts and stuff, right? No, I'm thinking Arizona, gosh. I'm thinking Arizona. Arizona is the one that's like supposed to be all dry, right? Could have been Arizona, actually. I don't know. Do they sell like bug lollipops in Arizona? Do they? What about Utah? What's Utah known for? That feels like it. Honestly, I feel like dry states would be stuff like Montana, Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Tennessee, Arkansas, Alabama, Louisiana, Kansas, Arizona, Nevada, Texas. And that's about it. Maybe Pennsylvania too. Maybe West Virginia too. You're defending it too much. It's gotta be Texas. Well, I'm just saying, y'all are clinging on to Texas a little too much, in my opinion. Because maybe I'm trying to shove y'all in the correct direction. You know, maybe we're going further west or further east, further north even. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I will say the place that I live in has like so much diversity, and I forget that it's like a pretty big in comparison to like most cities. So like the amount of stuff that we have is like actually insane, and my friends want to like move out of the state and of the city, and I'm like, but there's still so much here. We still haven't found so much of it. I don't know why when people say Alabama, I think of the cousin thing. Well, yeah, it's because of the song, right? Like, it's pretty notorious. Sweet home Alabama. Tennessee and Louisiana are certainly not dry states. California is a very dry state, though. There's often droughts there. Oh, I've been to both, and it was humid there. Ah, so they're like Florida, huh? Yeah, I didn't know. I guess that makes sense, though, because Louisiana is, like, known for not really seafood, but, like, a little bit seafood. More so, like, very like coastal foods and stuff. I think not coastal, but what's it called? Cajun food, and those tend to use a lot of like crawfish and stuff like that, right? Because when I think Louisiana, I think of like crawfish boils and stuff. So I guess that makes a lot more sense that it's not really a dry state. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh man. Yeah, I feel you though. The place where I live in that shall not be named tends to be very humid, and it's like all I've ever known. And so growing up, I didn't really notice it because, you know, it was literally all I know. But whatchamacallit, people who have been to other states, they'll be like, oh my god, it's so humid here. Everywhere else it's like so nice, and I'm just like, I don't know what that means, and only recently have I kind of figured it out. And it's just like the very stuffy air that I've always felt that I'm like, oh man, this kind of not that great. I feel like I can't breathe. Like that type of not great. Oh man. I mean, already I struggle with breathing, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard me in some of the videos that I've done. I know I like a lot. Like I gotta breathe. Oh my gosh. But yeah, there's that. Honestly, I have no clue. I live in North California and have only been to Tennessee, Virginia, and South Carolina. Oh. How are what's Virginia like? I've only ever heard of it. I imagine it to be Virginia. Like I think very foresty for some reason. I literally know not a lot about any state. I know Florida is a very humid state. I know Texas is a very dry state and really, really big. I know California is also really big and has a lot of like dry fires and stuff despite being by like on the coast. I know Arizona is, I think, desert-y. It reminds me of desert. And LA, where's Los Angeles located? That's in California, right? So then, what's in Nevada? Is Las Vegas in Nevada? Las Vegas is in Nevada, right? I've been there before. Not as fun as it was, or not as fun as it should have been. I went during the pandemic and stuff because I had to like go help family, and like that, everything was shut down, so it was just really boring. And it's like it's so small that it's supposed to be walkable, but it's not really that walkable. And so it's not that great, honestly. It just wasn't that fun, especially if you don't go to like casinos a lot. Because, you know, of course I didn't go to casinos and stuff. It just like was kind of really boring. Let's see. New York here. Can't really begin to describe my experience. I've heard New York is like a mixed bag. Some people are like, oh, it's not that bad at all, you know, like I know there's a stereotype and it does exist, but it's really not that bad. And then there's some people that are like, New York is crazy. Like that one guy in TikTok, like, you can run into literally anyone in New York City. Tell me why I ran into a guy that I blocked that. Oh man. Do you say my nickname 3 times? No, because what if I actually summon you? Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna get this line. I think I just got the line. Let's go. There we go. Let's see. It's mountainous. If you've ever watched Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Like that. I've never watched that. But man, is that a hell of a title. Oh man. It has to be like a drama, right? Let's see. I'm gonna look it up right now. Just give me 1 second. Let's see. Oh, was it Oh Brother? Oh, specifically with Oh. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? There it goes. It's a 2000 film. George Clooney, Tim Blake Nelson, John Turturno, John Goodman, Holly Hunter, Charles Durning all played a part in it. Let me see. Images. Oh, very like foresty and stuff. What type of movie is this? It's like a jailbreak or something. Let's see. What type? Adapted from Odyssey. Huh. Is it like a... Let's see. Ulysses Everett McGill is having difficulty adjusting to his hard labor sentence in Mississippi. He scams his way off the chain gang with Simple Delmer, Tim Blake Nelson, and maladjusted Pete, John Turturno. Then the trio set out to pursue freedom and the promise of fortune and buried treasure. With nothing to lose, still in shackles, their hasty run takes them on an incredible journey of awesome experiences and colorful characters. It's basically Hillbilly. You guys watch horror? Not often. I get scared very easily. Or not, okay, I don't get scared very easily, right? More so, I have that type of fear where it's like, oh, like I'll watch it and I'll be fine watching it, But then the moment that I'm like alone in my room, I'm like, it's under my bed. It's under my bed. And it's not like super bad to where I'm like, oh man, like I can't do this anymore. You know, it's not debilitating, but it is like constant fear of like, what if it pops out? What if it pops out? What if it gets me? And so I don't like watching horror movies too often, especially at night. I'm perfectly fine watching horror movies like in the middle of the day and stuff. That I don't mind. I usually forget about it by the end of the day, but at night it's a whole nother monster. I gotta like watch it with people, because if I watch it alone, I genuinely scare myself. So yeah, there's that. I know I said in the Discord before, but Mirrors, that one, I watched it because my parents watched it whenever I was little. And not like they watched it like, oh man, this is a fun movie, we like coming back and watching it together as a family. Not that type of watch. But they did watch it at one point, and when, like, I have horrible memory, but I still remember parts of the movie, and those scare me. That's why I don't look too long in the mirror, because then what if I see something in the mirror? And so, you know what, just avoid it altogether. Just don't look too often. Oh man, that and then those videos where it's like the reflection moves or something, that scares me too. Nah, when I get scared or feel pain, I get uncontrollably mad. Oh my god, for real? It's crazy. I'm back. Hi, Teapot Bommy. Welcome, welcome. Had to do homework and I'm all done with it. That's good. Good job. Congrats, congrats. It's nice whenever we finish work, because then we're like, yay, I'm done. We're talking about horror movies. What do you think, Teapot Bommy? You watch any horror movies that stick out particularly to you? I don't watch too much horror because I get scared. I'm actually scared of the dark. Like, genuinely. Like, I have a lot of little night lights and stuff in my room because I am afraid of the dark. Not really. Okay, I know, like, people say, oh, you're not really afraid of the dark, you're scared of what's inside it. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of the whole point, because I don't know what's inside it because I can't see. So yeah, of course I'm afraid of what's in it. And that's why I'm scared of the dark, because it doesn't let me see. Yeah, for real, I probably got anger issues, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be like that. I personally don't understand it. I had a cousin though that had anger issues. I could never relate, but it definitely does sound like a challenge sometimes. Like, things just feel a little too much for you. From what I've heard, I don't know. I'm no licensed professional, but from what I've heard, things get a little too much and it tends to lead to reactions which maybe aren't the best. Or at least not like widely like, that's a great reaction to it. So there's that. FNAF is scary for real. Yeah, that one can be a little bit scary. Like, I played the game a little bit, and jump scares, I fall for jump scares like 100 out of 100 times, so yeah. Oh my god, phobias can be genetic, I think. For real? Wait, hold on, I gotta look that up now. Oh man, let's see. Are phobias genetic? Let's see. Research suggests that phobias can run in families, and that both genetic and environmental factors, nature versus nurture, can contribute to developing a phobia. Huh, the more you know. Anyways, those strange phobias, on what I heard, there's a really long one. Yeah, there's one like fear of long words, and it's like hippomexal something. I know I read it before in a stream and I successfully learned how to say it, but as my memory always does, I don't remember. I'm sitting in my truck in complete dark. Oh man, don't say that. I'm not really sure, but I'm sure fetishes are, or kinks. I don't know what to say to that. Oh my god. My question is, okay, my question, and I'm scared to ask, but I'm gonna ask anyways. How do you know? You talked with like a parent or something, and you're like, I'm into this, and they're like, oh yeah, I'm also into that. Like, how does that conversation get brought up? Oh my gosh. Have you visit Princeton, Texas. No, I haven't. I didn't know that was a thing. I know Texas is really big and there's like a lot of little crazy named cities and stuff. It's probably as long as pi 3.1415. It's 3 or 2, 9, something. I don't know. I just know 3.14159. And that might also be wrong because now I'm not confident anymore. Oh man. Nah, I can't watch videos in complete darkness. I forgot I was drawing. I saw it and I was like, hey, look, that's my drawing. Wait a minute. Oh man. But nah, I get too scared to watch stuff sometimes in complete darkness because what I think is that like, okay, I gotta illustrate it because I don't think I could like describe the fear, right? So you got the darkness that you're in, right? Right? You got the darkness that you're in, right? And like this is your view, right? And so then you got the little phone that you're watching or whatever, and then you have a little bit of the light around it, right? Like that kind of, right? And so it glows a little, but not too much. And then my fear is that I'll see something like at one point, like right here, just kind of like loom its face out or something. That's my fear. That's what I fear, and that's why I don't like... This is even scaring me, like just this is scaring me. And so that's why I don't like watching things in complete darkness, because then it makes me anxious that I'm gonna see something and I don't know what I'd do if I see something, so that's why I don't like watching things in total darkness. Topic came up in class too. Ask my college professor. What topic? What topic? The fear or the phobia is genetic? Oh, I want to know what they said. Oh man, everyone in my family is horn and why? Two horn and yeah. Oh my god. Wait. Oh. Oh my god. How did these discussions come up? Like, how does everyone know, you know? I guess whenever it's like something that you know you enjoy, it allows you to open up the discussion more of like, yeah, we're all into this. Me when I'm scared of the dark, even though I have a collection of tablets. Mood, like, I'm still scared of the dark, but like I said, I lit up my room. I have like a little wall clock that's like digital, and so it's like it's always on, so it always shines light. And then I have this like wall outlet that has like a little light on it to indicate whenever you put chargers and stuff on there, when they're done charging and such. So my room like always has a little bit of light on it, and then I have a loft bed, but I set up some like little Christmas lights underneath it, and so I'm able to like turn that on and stuff. And then I have like what is it called, those like LED light strips along the edges of it, so I can also turn on that. So I have like so many lights in my room and I don't always have them all on because that would be too much, but I have like so many different options for lights, and so my room is like never dark because I'm afraid of the dark. Oh man, but it's great because then I don't have to worry about it. But I also have to shut my closet door every night because I get anxious, like what if I see something in the closet, because you can only put so many lights in your room, and why would you put it in your closet, you know, and you can't just keep the closet light on, so gotta keep that door closed. If I can't see it, it can't get me. Oh my god. They'll start talking about it at family gatherings, like Easter. Oh my gosh, that is so out of pocket. They're just like, yeah, you know, did you see that one video where this happened, like this, and there was this actor and stuff, or this famous, what's it called, what would be a good word to use? Oh, I was gonna say actor again. I don't know, this famous person filling that role. Oh man, this is good. Like, how does that... I mean, I guess, you know, families are different, and so they each have their own things going on. Oh man, I could not imagine. I'm not that close with my family. We're decently close, but we're not that close. Oh man. Let's see. Shout outs be like, hi, I'm insert channel name, and I'm giving a shout out to insert shout outer name here for reason, insert reason they got a shout out. Yeah, I mean, it's just like the basic structure, because it's like a sales pitch, you know, you gotta say who you are, what it is you're selling, and why it is you're selling it, you know? Oh, man. Become a business person today. Nah, it definitely can't feel too nice being like a salesperson, because the amount of no's that you get before you get a yes, I can only imagine. I don't think Okay, well, I was gonna say I don't think I'd be like that worried about getting no's, but I think it develops a whole different realm whenever you're relying on that income, you know, and that's what I think makes people get so angry and so like, you know, why don't you buy my thing? Because I get it, you know, when you need the money, you need to provide for your life and stuff. It's stressful when things aren't going so well, so I kind of get it. Well, they don't talk about PH, they talk about personal experiences. Oh, wow, just like that, huh? My family all kind of do their own thing away from each other. I feel you. Whenever I was younger, my family was a lot closer, but there's been a lot of stuff that happened in my family. Not like super duper bad things, but there definitely are like rumors here and there, and like differences in opinion, like just rampant throughout the family. And so, like, with years passing, it feels like we get, like, further and further from each other. And it's kind of sad. Like, we're all literally in the same state around the same area, but we just, like, don't hang out as often, especially with, like, the kids and such growing up. So, like, now, like, the cousins are all older, they have their own place, and so now they go out with, like, their partner's family or whatever, and, you know, the family's just spreading out. And I understand how that's how it normally goes, because when you think about it, like, your family doesn't go to meet with your great grandparents' family that often, you know, and like all of their kids and stuff. Like there's been plenty of branches in the family, so it's bound to happen. But still, it's kind of sad because I grew up in the generation where we were the closest, and so like now I just see the times changing, and it's like, oh man, life's changing. It's sad. Same. What time? Wait, what is this? What is the time the stream is over? You usually upload streams that are 3 hours. Yes. Wait. What time is the stream over? Hold on. I was gonna say 2100, which should be 9 p.m., which would be in like 10 minutes, but that's 2 hours, and so now I gotta figure out if that's correct, because you're right, I usually do stream for the 3-hour mark, but definitely not doing that. Or not that I'm not doing that, but more so like that's not, the math ain't mathin'. Yeah, no, I guess I just... Oh, okay, I see. Saturday streams are 3 hours. Wednesday streams are 2 hours. And, that's right. I remember why I made that decision. It's because, since like I go to work on Wednesdays and stuff, and then I come back, I didn't want to be too tired. And specifically the Genshin streams are the ones that made me decide that, because I would literally be falling asleep at my computer, and like I don't want to one day be streaming to y'all and then just like just like knock out on the stream, because let me tell you, sometimes I'll be online with my friends and we're playing a game, and like the way my head will just like bob and it gets so freaking close to the desk. Oh my gosh. Me and my immediate family live in the same house but barely see each other. I felt that. Me personally, I won't go into too much details, but my mom and me always kind of had like a bit of a rocky relationship. And so when I moved out, we had kind of gotten better, but more so I just understood more what I could do and what I couldn't do, what I could joke about and what I couldn't joke about, and like my role to her. So I was able to like play the part, and so when I moved out, I became a lot more free of that and wasn't obligated to fulfill that role. And so I don't visit her often, and she makes a point of being like, oh, you forgot you had a mom and stuff, and it's like, my dad kind of like ragged on her a little bit, and he was like, well, it's more like when she was here, you forgot you had a daughter. And it was like, oh, did I just say wrong faith or what? Let me try again. Faith. Yeah. Might have been a weird, like, invisible space or something. Oh, man. Sorry, guys, I had to sit up. My back is all achy and stuff. Hold on, let me drink some fish juice. Well, not fish juice, what's it called? Fish air, there it goes. Feel the exact way with my dad. Yeah, it's kind of sad because, like, I know they say, oh, you know, no matter what, they're your family. And it's like, yeah, it's true. I'll never be able to, like, say, no, they're not. But that also doesn't mean that I have to, like, treat them as if we're close when we're not. So, yeah. Yo, 42 doubloons and 18% faith. The decision that you made wasn't the best, but you did earn 42 doubloons, so do what you will. Tomorrow's gonna suck. Don't say that. We don't know what comes in tomorrow. We can do our best, and there's no guarantee that it'll be great, but there's also no guarantee that it'll be the worst. So we just have to take every day, day by day, and hope that we take steps in the direction that we actually want to go into. Yep. Because if we decide the day before that definitely the day's gonna be horrible, then the day's gonna be horrible, regardless of what we do. If we decide the day's gonna be great, honestly, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to maintain that high standard. But if we think, hey, let's take the day as it comes and hope for the best, but prepare for the worst, then it won't be that bad of a day, and at best, you'll have a nice day. So yeah, let me drink some water, but I'm thirsty. My stomach hurts. I need to go eat. Oh man. So yeah, 6 more minutes then, because I still need stuff to take care of. I have a field day tomorrow, so it's gotta be good. Oh nice, I hope you do good. Tomorrow's going to probably suck. Yeah, that's the spirit. Not definitely, but it might. I mean, it could be great, but it also could be bad. Oh, man. Oh, man. My stomach is doing all kinds of weird flips today, and that will be no bueno. Thank you, but I've got to do ball joints and tie rod ends and shocks on a Chevy truck. I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds really complicated. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Let me see if I can get this hand done before we gotta go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, because if not, I would stay till 10. Holy shit, I'm zooted. What does that mean? Let's see. Are Chevy trucks built good or bad? Because I don't know. Let's see. Good luck on your truck, homeboy. There ain't no way it won't suck. How did you get here? Oh man. I'm tired. Mood. The day is coming to a close we're at nearly hour 21, meaning we'll have 3 hours left of the day. And basically what I said is we're at like 2100, which means there's 3 hours left in the day. So the day is almost over. No matter how good or bad days may be, they always come to an end. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't enjoy the good times you have. It just means that things change more often than we can handle and more often than we care to actually acknowledge. Oh, that's not great. There we go. It's from New York, so it's rusty. Is New York like a humid? I don't... What causes rust? From my understanding, it's water, so why is it wet? Oh wait, hasn't it been raining a lot in New York? Wasn't there like a flood not too long ago there? Newt. Hey, was trying to have to go to sleep and good night. When are you live on your YouTube channel? Every Wednesday and every other Saturday. But I will announce it in the Discord and on Twitter and on TikTok now because I'm doing that. And I'm probably gonna start announcing it on YouTube, like the community tab too. I was supposed to today, but I forgot. Yep. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I need to go set up my new debit card. If not, Somebody's gonna steal money from me. I lost my debit card before the stream on the road. I have no idea where it is. Road salt does it. Oh yeah, because it snows and stuff. And oh yeah, snow is like made of water, so it would get wet like that during wintertime. I didn't know salt did that to cars. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. The more you know. Look at that. The untalked about benefits of streaming is that you talk to so many people and you learn so much, even if you don't want to. Oh man. I'm so excited for the future. I don't know if y'all have gotten, how much time do we have? We have 2 minutes. Okay, I don't know if y'all have gotten those, not ads, but that one TikTok feed where it's like this developer and they're making a game where you gotta, it's a VR game and you gotta like save a sushi bar from being demolished because someone's trying to build like a mall or something there instead. And like, I'm so hyped for that game, and just let it be known, I'm definitely buying that game and playing it on stream when it comes out. And they said it's gonna come out probably around, I think, the end of July or the end of the summer. And like, I'm so hyped. That is not that far away. Oh man. Let's see. Ice exists. Also, ice is made out of frozen water. Well, yeah, huh? I was thinking, because is it frozen water or is it just made out of water but frozen? But I don't really know. That makes my brain hurt. Makes it a pain to work on. Yeah, I can only imagine. Rusty things, I know, like, they're not, like, the easiest stuff to change and stuff, because doesn't that also make them, like, really brittle? And then they, like, break and stuff? And that's definitely not convenient. Or slight chance of break. Yeah, see, breaking in half. Yeah. Yeah, definitely not fun, but hope all goes well. Hope it's not that bad. Hopefully they're not that rusty. That I don't I don't know how much hope my hope does for you. You know what? Let's get a hope check before we end stream today. Boneless ice. Man, I sure hope all your ice is boneless. Let's see. Exclamation point. Where's the exclamation point? Hope. Let's see how much. I think that one's it, right? It would be really awkward if I got my own command wrong. No, it's exclamation point faith. I'm goofy. Faith. There it is. Let's see how much luck you'll get. One of those like silly decision-making things where it's like, if things go good, then that means it's good. The stream element's not even gonna tell us. Oh. It ain't too bad. Yeah, okay, so then hopefully it's not, hopefully it's not as annoying as it could be. Yeah, we'll go with that since stream elements won't help. Alright, I'll go ahead and let y'all go. Thank y'all for coming to the art stream. We didn't get much art done, but we did get some art done, and so that's a win. To see these emotes made, or these emotes being used, you can head over to my Discord. You can find it if the bot's not broken. Exclamation point Discord. Let's see, it's probably broken. I know like the chat disconnected a couple times, so I don't know if the bot's still in the chat. Oh man. Yeah, the bot's dead, guys. The bot's dead. Good night, everyone. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Yep, good luck out there tomorrow, guys. Hope everything goes well. Okay, let me go ahead and switch to ending stream. Stream in, there we go. Okay, Q9 still won. Okay. Alright, bye guys. Good luck. Hope everything goes well for y'all and hope y'all have fun. Or just, I hope things go well. I genuinely do.